fun while it lasted.
It was fun while it lasted. Brock Purdy, 4 interceptions. Joy Taylor, no touchdowns. It was a disappointing outing.
We left it on.
Wait, hold on.
Acho, I'm sorry.
I'm just that guy. One more. Say the best.
One more.
Yeah.
More picks deserve this, though, don't it?
You're right. It is equal opportunist on this show. Dak Prescott got his MVP ballots burned. Brock Purdy, after that loss, you're no longer the front runner. Sorry, in symbolic fashion, we had to shred your ballots, so obviously anything can happen. Joy, after that performance by Brock Purdy, many people are asking, is Brock holding the Niners back? I got to ask you this very important question.
Say, life comes at you fast.
The fastest. Yes, can't get faster.
The week before, you're the MVP frontrunner. If anyone said you weren't, it was haters at the hater ball. And now, we don't know if he is the one that can get it done for the Niners.
Ain't that crazy?
It is crazy, which is why I don't think he's holding the Niners back. I mean, oh, ye of little faith. Man, he can't have one bad game. He started 23 games in the NFL.
True.
So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the heel turn. Because everyone thinks I hate Brock Purdy. Everyone thinks I hate Dak Prescott.
You got your Niner colors on today.
You know what I'm saying? Gang. You can't change your opinion about a player for one game. Like, it can't be that he was playing the best out of any quarterback in the league.
He was.
And then the next game, he's holding the team back. That's not possible. He was never the best player on this team. That's why the MVP conversation was so frustrating. He can be playing at a super high level, but that doesn't mean that Christian McCaffrey isn't a better player, that George Kittle isn't a better player, that Debo, that Trent Williams, that the defense as a whole is what props this team up. He's running this offense at a high level. Maybe the highest that we had seen up until this point in a Shanahan offense. But he's a young quarterback. He has not proven himself in this league. Certainly, when you get on the field with a guy like Lamar Jackson, you see the difference. You see the difference when a guy like Lamar Jackson is playing at a high level with a high-level team around him, with a defense that can get you the ball back, and then they can go and deliver. That's the difference. I don't think that he's holding them back. They are going to go as far as he takes them, though. And so if he is able to play the way that he's been playing for most of the season, then we're going to feel how we felt about the Niners going into this game. How Vegas felt about the Niners going into this game. We're all crazy. Vegas is crazy. Nobody watched anything all season long off of one game. It's too hysterical. It's too hyperbolic for me. I think he's a good player. I think he has growth that he needs to achieve in the league before we can fully trust him. I think he needs to show that when he presses, he can go and win games. Because I'm not going to say it's easy to win games in the NFL. It's not. But they have made it look easy because they played so dominantly, because they put him in great positions, because the great players around him have played at a high level. And he has too. That's why I can't change game to game.
Yeah. It's interesting. I do think that he's holding them back. But holding them back from what? You feel me? Like, no, I think Brock Purdy is the weak link on the team. He's not the best player. I think he's the most I thought he was the most valuable player, but he wasn't the best player. I think that there is a difference. But I think it's kind of like what Joy said. I think best is all about talent. Best is all about, like, what is the flashiest, what is the most skilled. Value.
So best is Patty, Lamar, dudes like that when they take the field.
No doubt about it. Best is Christian McCaffrey, Debo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk. Value is who would we hurt most if we lost.
Gotcha.
That's where I'm at with it. But I think that Purdy is the weak link of the team. Now, I view Brock Purdy as a first world problem. But first world problems are still problems. Brock Purdy, to me, is when your Wi-Fi is bad, but you still got Wi-Fi. Man, my cleaning lady can only come once a month instead of once a week. But you're talking about a cleaning lady. Brock Purdy's a first world problem. But he's still a problem when you faced the Ravens, when you face the Browns, #1 defense total, Ravens #1 defense by points, when you face the Vikings, top 10 defense. Last year in the NFC Championship game, he gets hurt. So if you think about all the players for the Niners that touch the football, Brock Purdy's the only one that concerns you. That's why I say holding them back. But holding them back from what? Because I do still think they can win a Super Bowl.
Really quick, how can we go from most valuable to weakest link? You know what I mean? Because I truly believe, like, weakest link, if you ain't there, we going to win. I don't know if the Niners win the way they've been winning. I mean, we've seen them destroy really good football teams with Brock Purdy. I know they just lost to a really good football team, but we've seen them destroy really good football teams with Brock Purdy under center. So weak link, that's kind of like we don't need them.
Here's what I will say. The difference in that game yesterday, in my mind, for my money, watching the game, watching it back on tape, it was Brock Purdy. Christian McCaffrey went over 100 yards. Ayuk went over 100 yards. Kittle went over 100 yards. Warner had himself his 10 tackles. Dre Greenlaw had himself his 12 tackles. Travarius Ward, you didn't know he was on the field because he was that good. Who played bad for the Niners? Who? No, Brock Purdy turned the ball over 4 times. That was the difference. The Ravens didn't come out there and beat the Niners down on. No. That's not what happened. Brock Purdy turned the ball over 4 times. Ravens in the first half had more yards. Ravens were moving the ball at will. Niners in the first half had more yards. Niners were moving the ball at will. Brock Purdy undermine the success of the team. So when I'm watching that game and I'm sitting here like, the Niners didn't play bad. I don't even have corrections, Shady, for the Niners. Rewatching the game, I'm not like, hey, Fred, you got to play better. Hey, both of you. No. My corrections are, Brock Purdy, you can't turn the ball over 4 times, period. So that's why I say he would be holding them back.
Yeah, I don't want to say hold them back. I think he has helped these guys become the most dominant team in football.
Very true.
Right? So I got to give him credit for that. And he's a young player, though. That's another thing. He's still young. He's got to grow. And I think that he has the potential and the talent to take them to a Super Bowl.
Of course.
Take them to an NFC Championship game and actually win. But my only concern is right now, because, if next year before that, or after that, he could be better because he's getting older. But right now, it concerns me that when you play a top defense, we watched how he played against the Browns. It was shaky. We watched how he played against the Ravens. Super shaky. And my thing is, if you have all these weapons around you, but the main piece that has the key to start the car up is shaky, then what happens? Because 4 picks is extreme.
Yeah, it's extreme.
If he had 2 picks and missed some passes, whatever, right, I can understand that. But 4, once they got to 2 to 3, did you see his face?
But real quick,
You know what I mean?
real quick for you, Shady. Me and you were at the Cowboys camp. I think we all went to Cowboys camp, but I walked around with you earlier, and you would go to Cowboys fans, and you asked this question, and I loved it. You went to Cowboys fans, you looked them in the eye, and you said this. Shady went to each fan, and he said this. If there was one player on the Cowboys, this is Shady, one player on the Cowboys, who was the one holding them back? And they would stop, they would scratch their head, they were thinking, Shady said, one player. Shady said, Dak Prescott. And they'd be like, you're not wrong.
I didn't say that. They would say that.
They would say that. I would say you could do the same thing with Purdy.
No.
Offensively. It's not Kittle. It's not Debo. It's not Ayuk. It's not the Cowboys.
But we can't do that. He was the MVP of the league last week. Now this week he's the weakest link like that. Either we got to decide.
Hold up. Even when they were balling,
he was still.
You wouldn't have said he was the best player on the offense.
I've been saying that, though. I've been saying this about the Niners for years. Every year, it's Jimmy Garoppolo is capable of doing it because everybody else is so good. And then it's this guy, and then it's that guy. And now it's Brock Purdy. And now Brock Purdy has an extremely bad game, 4 picks. And they have 5 picks total because the backup gives one away, too. And now all of a sudden, we don't know if we can get there. So either the team is built wrong.
No. Team built right.
Because the quarterback's the most important position on the field. And now you tell me.
No,
get him going because they set back on you like the team built right.
I think the team is built perfectly, except for the one position that you're not questioning now.
The only thing why I can't just fully say that, like you saying about the Brock Purdy, right? Because he has to play better in big moments. But if you really watch the offense when they really clicking, it may be Kittle here, it may be Debo.
Is Brock playing well?
But Brock is playing well. I haven't seen a quarterback look that good in that system, right?
I agree. Which is why I'm saying, can we give the young guy a pass?
No, I'm giving him a pass. All I'm saying is, I just said that he's young, he's going to get better, right? I think he's a good quarterback. Brock Purdy's a good quarterback. Let's get that straight. He's a good quarterback. All I'm saying is that if they want to go to, we're going to go to today. Right? Not tomorrow. Right? Because I think the future is going to be real good. But right now, today, if you want to go to that Super Bowl and all that, you want to have them confetti coming down, I've been there. That feels good, right?
It does. I've been there with you.
All I'm saying is, right? You had more to do than I did. Anyway, but to feel that, right? And I think we all think the Niners are going there.
No doubt.
But he in the moment with them good defenses, you got to still deliver. The same way deliver against teams is not as good. That's all I'm saying.
I agree. He hasn't done it yet.
Can I get in on this real quick?
Please do, Jay.
Because I want to back us up a little bit, right?
Where are you taking?
When the San Francisco 49ers went into the link favorite, all we talked about and all the Niners players talked about was if Brock was there, we dominate these boys.
True.
We got a chance to see it. And they were clearly a better team with Brock Purdy there, right? So for me, that's why I'm not going to say Brock Purdy's holding the Niners back. I truly believe, and I ain't going to speak for you, there is no Shady McCoy if they gave up on you on one bad game.
Well,
there is hold on real quick. There is no Acho. There is no joy. We all play sports. So that's what I'm saying. He is, not you.
I'm not giving up on him. I am saying that
You say he's holding them back.
yes, to say this, if the Niners lose in the playoffs, I don't think it will be because of anybody else besides Brock. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like Brock's bad, I'm giving up. All I'm saying is if the Niners lose, and when they have lost, it's been because
And
of
if
Brock.
they go to the Super Bowl and win it, it's going to be because of Brock.
You think so?
I know so.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I know
I think
that's the only way is because of
I
Brock.
do.
So.
I agree
But,
too.
but here's what's crazy though is like, 3 picks into that game.
3?
Niners were still Gucci. 3 picks in. It was 16-12,
Yeah.
and he had thrown 3
no
picks.
doubt.
It was the 4th pick, plus the bad punt.
Yeah.
There was a back breaker.
Yeah.
So all that to say, Brock played bad,
Yeah.
and they still
So
could have done what they
So
needed
really
to
quick, if the game again was tomorrow, you think Brock playing bad like that?
No.
So that's why I'm saying Brock is not holding the Niners back because I don't think that's him.
Wait, whoa. So, let's ask him a question again. Hold up, because he not saying 4 picks bad. He just saying gonna play bad in general, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying like.
You don't think I don't know, dog.
You think he'll throw no touchdown passes and all that? I think Brock will play well.
I don't know.
See,
I watched that game, because look, this thing. Even when you see people are saying like, you made a great point about the picks, because like a turnover don't matter unless the team gets points on it.
Yeah.
Correct. But when you get them turnovers, and let's say you don't get points, it's a momentum switch,
Yes.
though, right?
And you lose possession.
The energy. I've been to the Bay. Niners, it's popping.
Yeah.
It's popping, right? But when you start getting them picks, the popping goes down.
Yes, no doubt.
The drinks they go down. Now it's me just watching the game instead of being in the game. So when you have that and the momentum is different, the players are different. Think about it. When Debo get a break a tackle, keep running, or Kittle get early in the game, Kittle got that catch. You see that momentum?
Yeah.
When them picks came, a first down is a regular first down. A good run is a regular good run. You get what I'm saying? So picks like that change the game tremendously.
I just think the young fella has shown us that he's too good.
He is good.
In these 23 games or 24 games, however many he's played, we can probably touch on 2 or 3 of them.
Sure.
Bad game. So I just think he's too good to play like this consistently.
Facts.
But it's
is
not
it-
about consistently for.
So that's why I don't think
I
he's
think it's
holding
about the biggest moments.
That's where
biggest
I'm at.
moments against the biggest opponents. And what do you do when the game itself doesn't go the way that you need it to go?
Right.
They gave a very interesting statistic yesterday. I'm trying to find it about Kyle Shanahan-led teams being down by more than 8 points in the fourth.
0-38.
0-38.
0-38.
That means if you down in the fourth quarter and you're the Niners, you ain't coming back.
No,
It's
not.
over.
No, it's
And
the bottom.
the reason why that mattered to me, because I was like, dang, that's really interesting. And my immediate thought was, have they had a quarterback that could go and do that? Have they had a quarterback, not the system, not the defense, not the players, a quarterback, because you need a quarterback to go and do that. And is Brock Purdy capable of doing that? So when I say is Brock Purdy playing from behind, I don't mean a touchdown in the first quarter.
Right.
I mean a come from behind, game-winning fourth quarter. It's on the line. Let's go do it. And why that matters is happening in the Super Bowl. 3 of the last 9 Super Bowl winners trailed by 8+ points during the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. And the Niners were on the bad end of one of those because it was the Chiefs. So what matters most? What does it matter most? The Niners are a Super Bowl contending team, correct?
Yeah.
They are a team that we
Favorite.
expect to be there in the end. They had a league MVP
dog hurt.
on Sunday. Yeah, they had a league MVP on Sunday. So that's the question that Brock Purdy has to answer. But they've been dominating good teams all season long. One bad game is
That's why I got the shredder. Yeah, put that in the shredder, Acho.
Yeah, they like Acho go to break. He want to keep talking about it. He hurt. I got his on chat.